All right, guys. So we're back, and today we're gonna be talking about the STM-9. New gun just got added to Tarkov, and I'm gonna be talking about why, in my opinion, it's one of the best guns right now. So, off the bat, it is just like base stats, pretty much how you can purchase it from Skier. Same thing. It does come with the magazine, so that's great. Without the mag, let's keep the mag in there. With the mag in there, we have a 69.5 ergonomics with 34 recoil. Off the bat, that's really good. Um, Especially for a semi-auto gun, this is insanely strong. It has super high ergo with a low recoil, and that's with no attachments and all default on it. So basically, you could just toss a sight on there, put some ammo in there, and you are good to go. Um, And yeah, this site doesn't. It drops a little bit of ergo off, but there's definitely like the Cobra site can even add ergo, so that's definitely not an issue. Um, so yeah, with this, I have one main build which I like to run with it. All right, so yeah, right here is the build that I generally like to run with it. With this changed out for a flashlight. Okay, so this is what I like to run with it. It's super cheap and it gives some of the best stats in the game. So we're looking at 50 or not in the game, but for the gun. 50 ergo and 24 vertical, which is really good for the game actually in general. That's some super strong stats, and it's pretty cheap. So we have the main gun, which we just talked about. We have the SAI QD rail, the 16-inch barrel, and MOE stock butt pad, Growl S, shift grip, and the sight and the one mount and the suppressor. I would just try to talk about everything that is not generally uh that does not come with the gun, but all this stuff is pretty cheap. I think it's like 15K. The two main things on this gun are gonna be the Growl S, which shouldn't even be that much of an issue. I think it's not that expensive. I think it's like 30 or 40K, and the shift grip, which can go up to 100K if you don't have Peacekeeper level 4 unlocked. So if you don't have Peacekeeper level 4 unlocked, pretty much any of these grips will do. Like if we just look at let's look at this. It drops our ergo by 2 and it keeps our recoil the same. Like that is not going to be an issue. If you want to get like some high or low recoil, RK2 drop your recoil by another 1, but it also drops your ergo. So in my opinion, the shift grip is my favorite, but in no means is it necessary. This gun is strong with no grip. This gun is still a really good gun. So I'm just gonna toss that back on there. Next thing, basically there's two options for it. You can just toss a suppressor on there and it's good to go. With 52 ergo and a vertical recoil of 23. I just tossed the one mount and then the right down here the suppressor. I don't know. I like it more. I actually it's a little bit cheaper and I think it looks pretty cool, but by no means is this not a good. This is perfectly fine. Um, I think statistically it might be even a little bit better on the stats side. But yeah, so I run this. Either way is fine. I think this might be like a few $1,000s cheaper, which is not a big necessity. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna change this from I think it comes with it's either 12 or 14. I changed mine to 16, and then I throw on the rail. Um, yeah, that's pretty much all the parts that I add, plus the magazine, which we will get into. Okay, so this is the gun, and these are all the parts we need. It looks like a lot. It's not. All these things can be lowered down just by buying the cheaper versions of everything. Um, this light buffer 30K. This is generally goes for 100. So just buy the cheap versions of it, and shouldn't cost you very much. So if we just toss all of this onto a gun, we get this. I think I said this was part of it. It's not. Toss this down here with the things that you don't need. Okay, yeah, and you're left with this, which is an insane gun. You get 70 almost 70 recoil and 24 or 70 ergo and 24 recoil. Solid weapon. So the next thing is going to be the magazines. Okay, so the STM-9 does take 9x19 ammo and magazines. So for this, we have four options. with two, I think you can kind of see are standing out. So let's start with the ones on the right, actually. We have the normal Glock magazine, which holds a max count of 17, and the P-Mag, which holds a max count of 21. These are great, cheap options that only take one slot, but they also only hold, oh, this is kind of running expensive. But yeah, these don't hold that much in terms of ammo. They're great one slotters, and if you have them, use them. But I don't typically run them. The two ones I do use are the 50 rounder and the big stick. So we got 31, or no, I apologize, 33 ammo on this side and 50 ammo on the right. With this taking a little bit more ergo and this taking less ergo, I generally opt for this one and keep a few of these in my gamma because, if I run out of ammo, I'll swap into this, but I'll generally start with a big stick. I think it has, you don't lose too much ergo, and it gives you 33 bullets, which I think is a sufficient amount before you have to like reload or anything. So yeah, I generally use these. And then in terms of ammo, I've talked about this in like another video relating to SMGs, but there's basically two kinds of ammo that I would recommend, and that is the 7N31. If we just link search this, we have the 7N31. Buy one of those, and we have the AP 6.3. 7N31 and AP 6.3. This is basically the better version of this. In both damage and ammo, I believe. Damage and penetration. But yeah, definitely, if you can afford it, go for these. And if you can't, a little bit cheaper is the AP 6.3. This is a lot cheaper than this 7N31. It is still an insanely good round. I actually I like it more because I don't always want to spend $3,000 on a round. So I believe AP 6.3 is the perfect choice for this gun. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I'm probably going to show some footage of me going around and getting kills with this. And yeah, I hope this video found you well, and I hope you start using this gun because it's great. Okay. Yeah, this should be like a super quick review of the STM-9 new gun in Tarkov that is super cheap and very powerful. I hope I showed an okay demonstration of just like how the gun looks when firing, and yeah, not much to it. You guys should definitely check it out and check the build out that I showed in this video. Yep, that's all I got.